Well, they're happy. Is this Labor Day today? Yes, this is Labor Day. And so you could just assume that my half hour being late, 40 minutes actually, now that I'm looking at the clock, 40 minutes. I'm so sorry. I assume I was having a coffee break. I kind of was. So I was doing our card today. We're going to do Cup of Cheer, and this is just part of it. I haven't actually assembled the whole thing because we're going to add a little bit more to it. It's awfully cute. This is a really cute set. You're going to really like it. And so anyhow, I have nothing to say for myself except for that it is a holiday, and I just didn't get everything done. I realized this morning when I was making our bed that our flat sheet underneath had a little tear and I needed to go find it. And they don't sell sheets as sets. They only sell them as sets. And I don't like to buy them that way. Anyhow, that's a whole nother topic and it's very dull. So I won't bore you. Hi, Linda. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you lately. I think I've been not seeing your thank you so much for sharing. I don't think I've been seeing your comments as like I should be. And I don't know if that's me or Facebook or my computer. I don't know. It's probably me. So thank you. And yes, so we are combining a couple of different sets. So I am going to go ahead and just put the camera down so that I can get started. And thank you for joining me. It's so nice to have people with me. When I do this on my own, it's just not as much fun. So I do appreciate people being willing to pop on here with me. Bear with me as I move the camera around. I noticed last week that I had everything down like here in the teeny tiny corner again, and I forgot. I was actually going to write a note for myself to tape this down. Now I'm afraid to tape it too much because I don't want to have a hard time getting that tape off, but I actually am gonna tape that down. Then maybe that will keep me in my space because this shifts, and then once this shifts, I shift with it right out of view. So it's not very helpful when that's happening. So I'm kind of over here on the corner trying to get my computer screen to go so that I can see comments. Excuse me for a second while I blast on the sound because it takes a while for me to be able to shut that off. Hi Terry, it's good to see you. Thank you. Happy Labor Day to you too. Linda, I am sure this is a really busy time of the year. It's a busy time for us stampers, Stampin' Up! Stampers. Any craft person. It's really busy for all of my quilting friends too. So, and then the start of school and our small group is going to is going to start up, and everything. The whole United States, I think we are on a school calendar now, and everything is, they try to start everything in September, or if barring that, January. September and January, you never start anything apparently any other time, and it's kind of inconvenient to have it all, it's not the way I work, so I don't function all that well with it. Now we're going to use crushed curry, terracotta tile, and pretty peacock in our colors today. I am using this Cup of Christmas. I love this bundle. It's so cute. It has all kinds of cute little dies that you're going to get to see today. I'm also using this seasonal wreath. That's what this wreath is. And I'm going to use that little Grateful for Your Kindness on my cup. And then I have this out because I thought I might actually use this Tidings All Around. This is the bundle that I think the wreath, no, it's the bundle is, this is the All Around Wreath dies. She actually joined my team. So she's moved on to bigger and better things than my Crow Rewards right at the moment. But anyhow, that's how that works. So for today's card, we are also going to be using the Regals Designer Series paper, and we're just using the crushed curry piece that's out of that. So I'm gonna set this underneath my little spot, and now let's make sure everything is in view. think I should have shifted. Let me shift my camera over just a little bit here. And no, I don't want to shift it that way. I want to shift it this way. Okay, and we'll see how that goes. I have to wait a few minutes to see what that looks like over there. Oops, sorry. Lighting problems. All right. I did already stamp a wreath, but I am going to do it again because I want you to see. And then I also, while you're waiting for me dilly-dallying about, you can look at my classes. I do these to go. The Royal Peacock Concertina class is really cute. I've already showed it in I think last week's or the weeks before. I don't know. So I'm not going to show it again. It's you can always get it to go, and but you'll have to order it right away if you're going to get it to go, because I need to get all those supplies out this week. So this is oh, I forgot to write down when the class is. That would be helpful. It's actually September 20. It's always a Friday. I always do it live with you. It's at 10 a.m. our time, which is PST, Pacific Standard Time. And I do it live for people who are on the, you know, who've bought it and gotten it to go, and then they can access it. But you don't have to watch it with us. I record it and then send that link. So Royal Peacock, cut 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to just fold this, a lot of halves. We're going to fold this in half, and I really would like to, for my team, oh, I shouldn't say this, they'll hear it. I would love to have, I'm going to maybe sometime, but I don't know, put a logo on here. I know Stampin' Up has one. I don't have a Stampin' Up one. I should, but I would like to put our team logo on here, but and give that out. That's my next goal, but I haven't done it yet, and considering it. Okay, so don't hold me to it. All right, so I took crushed curry, and I've already run it through the embossing or through the Big Shot with the basket weave. This is the basket weave embossing folder, so I'm not going to run it through again. I am going to just tear it. Okay, so you have this nice, lovely torn edge, and throw that part away. And then we will just put dimensionals on the back and stick that on. Okay. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate it. It is this is a fun set. I have of course I might use this too. I was sorry when our coffee cafe set went, because I love this. So I'm thinking of dragging in one of the little sayings from that set, because I like to use that one a lot. It's one of my favorites, because I like tea, I like coffee, and it's tea and coffee is always just such a social thing, you know. I'm sorry that we didn't adopt more over here on the West Coast anyway, the idea of afternoon tea like the British had when we first came, and I'm sure all the Americans at that time were kind of used to that. And I don't know what happened to our afternoon tea habit, but I think maybe in the South there's still a remnant of something similar. I'm not really sure. I don't know anything about the South, so I should probably shut up and let people who actually live there tell me about it, because the more I talk, the more my ignorance is going to reveal itself. Okay, now I also am going to have to grab out our Big Shot, because I'm going to use a different piece of Pretty Peacock, and we are going to cut out this die. And you know what? I did not bring over my, what did I not bring over? I didn't bring over my, another piece of Pretty Peacock. So we are going to just trim this off, and then we are going to put it on a white. I'll use that way. I can use this, and we'll just put it on this piece of white cardstock. I have, actually this is glittery. I don't really want to use that one. That's one of our shimmer white ones. And that is I always have a bunch of this over on the side. Is this shimmery too? No, it is not good. All right, I don't really want to use one of my nice shimmery white ones for this, but we can do this and then just glue this on the top. Okay. All right. I'll have to do a little bit of trim here since I left a fuzzy right there. I understand we are getting a new paper trimmer at some point in time, and I'm very happy to hear about that. That will be nice. I'm doing fine with what I have, but it would be nice to have a new one. I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so now we are ready to continue. I have to just kind of grab over my supplies here. Okay. If I don't keep things somewhat organized, I'm going to be a big mess. All right, now I've already cut out a whole bunch of things, but the next thing I need to do is I need to manage my wreath, and I don't really want to cut it out. And I was practicing our delicata, and I might just use this scrap piece here. To stamp that wreath. Okay, so we'll just grab that out. Just gonna use Memento, Tuxedo Black Memento ink for that. So this is the seasonal wreath. And I do have a large block, but this block, it really barely fits. I should probably get my Stamparatus. Now, I don't want to squeeze it. These are photopolymers, so you can actually make them fit, but it won't stamp nice if I do that, obviously. So I'm going to just sort of gingerly set it on here. I don't have the next bigger block. I need that. But I don't really need it because I generally just use my Stamparatus if I'm doing a stamp that's larger like this one, but laziness is causing me to just not do it, and we'll see what happens. If it's a big flub, then I'll have to get it out, but I suspect this will be fine. Okay, so now that has been stamped, let me clean my stamp really quickly. This is our Simply Chamois, and I neglected to get it for a while and then was really sorry I'd waited so long because it actually is a superior cleaning tool. Really like it. Okay, so put that back in there. Tuck that one away. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to just tear this for a bit off so that I can color it. These are the colors we're using. So let me sort of tidy my space over here. Walk away. Sorry about all the clanking. Okay, so what we are using is we have got I think on my website I've been calling it terracotta, which is not, we don't have terracotta blending pens. We have light and dark Calypso Coral, which is very close. And then I'm going to use my light Rococo Rose. I'm going to use my light and dark, I think, Pretty Peacock. I'm using the dark Melody Mango. And then I'm also going to use our Bermuda Bay marker, and this is Lovely Lipstick. So those are the colors that I'm actually going to use on this card. Okay, so I'm going to just start with my dark Calypso Coral with a fine tip, and I'm just, I need to get those glasses off. I cannot see to do this very well if I'm doing it with my glasses on. My vision has changed enough that I'm sort of a bifocal person, but I don't know how to, when they gave me bifocals, I wasn't very good at using them. I didn't like it. I never got used to it. I tried it. So I'm just doing the veins of the leaves and the stems of, this is like a grapevine wreath. And so I'm just doing all the little sticks that would be your wreath backing. If you were a florist type person who likes to make your own wreaths, or even a gardener, many gardeners do that, then you know how to make your own grapevine wreath. I bet you can save a bundle. They're not all that expensive, but it would be hard to find one this color, I would think. But this is the color combination. I love this year's new in colors. Ooh, I love them. This terracotta tiles, one of my favorites. So I'm going to take this terracotta, this is the dark terracotta tile, and I'm just going to go over the bottoms of these little acorns, just the bottoms, and color those in. And if I miss one later, I will spy it as we're working around, and then I'll just probably color it with whatever color I have in my hand at the moment. Because if you're doing this like I am, sort of quickly, there are going to be some little parts of it that you're probably missing, and it's not going to really matter. This is like enough color that you don't have to fuss with it too much. So that was terracotta tile. This is the light, I'm sorry, Calypso Coral. There, I did it again. I'm not going to go to the ends of these leaves. I'm just kind of going down the centers. I'm going to put Mango Melody on the edges of each of these largest leaves, and so I don't need to fuss color with it. There's a little leaf that I missed. We're going to go ahead and just do him that color. I see a little acorn I missed, so we'll just do the whole thing. I'm doing the caps of the acorns with this light Calypso Coral. So we'll just color those little acorns in. If I missed any, then we will grab them. Okay, I think I got them. All right, so we will put that away. Oh, those are hard. And then I always rubber band these together just to keep them together. If I don't do that, then it's hard for me to keep track. So dark Mango Melody. Is it Melody? Yes, good. That's what I've been calling it all these months. So I'm glad to know that I actually been calling it the right name. If I see a little cap, little acorn cap, I'm just going to touch it up with my Mango Melody, and it'll give it a nice, more of an autumny color. Okay, I love autumn. It's one of my favorite times of the year, but it doesn't feel much like that out there today, although it's better. Today I think it's supposed to be 88 or 89, and it has been close to 100, topping out in the high 90s this week. It was hot. I had to get out on the bike early because it was such a hot ride every day. So this morning I've already been out. That's cute. I like this color. This Mango Melody is a really nice way to just zip up a lot of different colors. You can just color over. If you don't like it, you can just color over again with something else. All right, then we're going to take our light pretty peacock. I'm going to use the fine tip end, and that's what all of the little leaves are. We're using it in lieu of green because I wanted to do something. I've seen a lot of teal and on all the cards that are on Pinterest, as I've been pinning a lot of stuff. If you like to collect images, for your cards, and I like to collect a lot. So when I go to use a stamp set, I can go to my Pinterest board and see a whole lot of different examples. So if you are a Pinterest person, check out my Pinterest page and follow me, because I have all of the boards listed just by name. They're pretty easy to find, and I don't separate them out into catalog years and all of that. They're just all there for the name, which actually is you know, it takes a while to scroll to the bottom, but for me, it's a faster way to find things. So I use my old stamps and my new stamps, so I like to have them all easy to find. Now, I wanted something brighter to stand out, so that's why we're using Bermuda Bay for the little berries. And I actually found online, maybe they're not as bright as this, but there's a bush out there. Symphyocarcus, or no, that's not what it is. I don't remember now, but it had bright metallic, like our pretty peacock, darker like that, not as bright as this, but a vivid blue metallic berry. Oh man, it wasn't hardy in our zone, I don't think, which was unfortunate. All right, and then we are going to use Lovely Lipstick for my, but I need the fatter end for the flowers. I wanted, again, something a little bit brighter to jump out here. And you're probably wondering why I have my Rococo Rose out. You know, to be perfectly honest, I think I used it and then changed my mind about things. So I'm not even sure. But I am seeing, as I'm going, I'm just seeing a couple of little spots on my vine that I've missed. And I'm just using whatever pen I have in my hand at the moment. I might have used it on my leaf, maybe the Rococo Rose. I'm not sure, but it's not necessary. We can just put that color away. I don't think I really needed it. Okay, so that is how I colored the wreath. Now, I am not going to take the time to cut it out. I think I have my sample here is close to what we are using, but I do need to cut out my Pretty Peacock oval. So I'm using this size, and I'm just gonna I think I'll just do it over here on the side, rather than move everything around. It'll just be much easier for me to do that. Okay. Probably I'll have to use it again with something. I'm not so sure. We'll find out. Okay, I loved these stitched dies. They're so cute. So this is, hi Michelle, it's good to see you. Thank you for sharing, and happy Labor Day to you too. It was nice to see a bunch of people out in the store when I went shopping this morning. There were a bunch of us are out there making good use of our time, getting some chores done that normally have to occur later. Okay, so I took again the DSP. This is crushed curry. So this is the back side of this. I really like our DSP this year. It's more user friendly for me. And then I'm going to put this together like this. Okay, so that's sort of the order. I'm going to just go ahead and put on my dimensionals on this, put it on this, and I think I've got some mini ones here somewhere. Oh well, I don't know where they are, so we'll just grab these and stick them on my wreath. No, the backing came off, so of course it sticks to my finger really, really good. All right. Okay, so this is going to just kind of sit over here on the side. Oh, about there. That's close enough. And then this wreath is going to go on top of this guy. So this one's going to kind of sticks off the, I don't want it to stick like that. Here, did I not take off the backing? I didn't. I was sliding around there. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're down. And this goes here. And then the wreath is gonna go like, oh, I want this part up here though. I've kind of got like I didn't cut it out as well there. So I want that part to probably be more concealed. So we'll stick it there. Okay. All right, so now we have that part done. And the cup of cheer, I used the dies. That's pretty much all I did here. I just used the dies. I didn't really stamp with the set all that much, but I do like the set. It's going to be a really nice one to use. Let me grab it out so you can see it. It's Cup of Christmas, and so you can stamp these images, and I will do it at some point in time, but the stamped images, let's see where they are. They are the same size, so they're not quite as small as that. They actually are the size of your die. And I don't know. I didn't really care for the polka dots are good. I'm not so fond of the stripes. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. But the dies have this wonderful little stripe. So I cut it out of some copper. I think this is our copper sheet. And anyhow, so I cut that out. We're going to lay that on one. This is terracotta tile. Okay, I cut the terracotta tile cup out. I cut a couple of them. And the one thing about it is that you can flip-flop it. If you haven't stamped it yet, you can flip-flop it, and its little handle can go any way. But I do like that they gave us both a right and a left stamp. That way we can, you don't have to, no, they didn't. It is just the way it is, but there is a way to do that. So no panics, no fears. I thought they had given us a right and a left. I wonder why they're showing that when they didn't. They only included looks like, let me look here really quick. Okay, Oh, it is not, it can be either way because it's a solid. Oh boy, I've got to practice on this. Now, I'm sorry, I wasn't going to do this, but this is different than you normally would get with one of these. And so, that being said, we have to see what kind of an image we get with these, because these are solid. They're not, there's no raised, no dots. I expected it to have dots, and it doesn't. So we need to see what that looks like when we stamp it. So let's grab out that pretty peacock. Hi, Trudy. Thank you for sharing. You guys are so good. Okay, so here is that one. Let's see what it looks like. Now, some of our ink pads are a bit bubbly, so if that's the case, don't let that throw you. See what I'm talking about for the button? I would do this with my Stamparatus. All of my pads that sometimes are a little bubbly, it's just the way they are, folks. Don't worry about it. Stampin' Up! Will get better at it. They went to a new pad. It's sort of, I think they're still getting the kinks out of it. So it is very solid. I wasn't really sure how that was going to come out. That's why I wanted to test it. So let's test the, okay, there we go. It's actually good. It's good. It's just that these, instead of it having raised where the spots are, it's just void. And so you have almost a stencil effect. But that being the case, you can flop your mug over without having to do any of that mirror stamping stuff, because I don't like the mirror stamping thing. I never get a good effect. So that way you can get your right and left with one stamp. I love that. I like it anytime they save us some space. Space is at a super premium commodity in my tiny little house. So space saving is good. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's that. I've lost the little plastic backing, but no worries. It will appear. So we'll just put this aside. It'll appear, in fact, in moments. Okay. All right, so that playtime is done. We're putting that away. That's not even part of our card today. All right, hi, Mary. How are you? It's nice to see. This is my wonderful daughter, Mary. Mary sent us this. So, Mary, thank you so much for this. This is wonderful. I love the music thing on the back, too. That was neat. And you embossed it. Very nice. That was a really nice note. She and her husband sent us a wonderful note. And I'm saying us, but it actually was to us, but, more to my husband for his birthday. It was wonderful. Probably one of the best gifts we've ever gotten. Thank you, Mary. All right. So we are going to do next... we're going to have a mug going this way, and then we're going to have our, we're going to have that one going that way because this is not double-sided like our other stuff. So that one's going to go that way, and we will put our terracotta, stripes that I punched out on that. The only other thing, if I don't like this, let's just check it out. If I don't like the way that looks for some strange reason, I could use my gold stripes instead, which I do kind of like. I kind of like those gold stripes. But let's peek and see what I think. Don't know if I want that much terracotta on there. I don't. So we're going to go ahead and just keep this one up there. We're going to put our terracotta on here. And to do that, trying to think of the best way. I actually think of all the adhesives I've used, I prefer to just run my snail over it. But because it's going to leave a lot of sticky, I don't want that being there to stick to my workspace. So we're going to just do... We're going to do this. I'm going to put it on here. I'm going to try to save some of my pretty peacock. Not use it all up. I actually have more scrap. Why don't I just do that? Let's just use some more of my DSP scrap here. That way, you're looking thinking, she is nuts. Yes, I am. You're right. I am. Oh, I want this side. That's the side. Okay, so we're going to just run our snail over this. It doesn't have to, be super, super great on it. Just enough to stick good to my mug. But because this is not, get rid of those glasses. I have to get my head in here because I want to make sure it's in place. They give you like there is a little lined, embossed, like raised where this image goes, which is helpful. You can actually place it right on there. Okay, now you can see I should have got that tape off. There is a little tape. One bad thing about foil is that it does get marred pretty easily. I can put a little, doodad of some kind on the mug if that's just really freaking me out. But right now I'm going to just be happy with it. And then I want to use my my little grateful for your kindness. I did use that. Let's look at our coffee cups. This is our old one. It's retired. I love it though. It's really cute. This might be a better one to put. We've got Hello Fall. It's pumpkin spice latte time. That's what we're doing. All right, get that one out. That one's the one that's going on my mug. Because I don't really see... I've got apple. I don't want apple cider. Are you an apple cider fan? Not as much of an apple cider fan. Sorry, my blocks are sort of like right here, which is really handy for me, but it's very noisy, I know. Hi, Jewel. It's nice to see you. Hey, Jewel. I think I'm trying to get other people to order my pretty peacocks. So Thank you for ordering that. That's my extra little plug for my class. That was it, and we're done. All right, so we're going to put this little saying right here, and I like the fact that it's curved. I'm going to curve it a little more. Okay, pretty peacock. We'll stick that right on the mug. Cute. Okay, that. And then our dies actually also come with candy cane dies that cut out these cute little candy canes. Okay, but since we are not doing candy canes, oh, here's where my Rosy Rococo comes in. This is what I did. I took my Calypso Coral, because this is, again, our complementary terracotta tile. This is terracotta tile. And so we're going to color, taking the dark Calypso Coral, taking the dark one, and we're going to, oops, it's torn a little, which is fine because this is my cinnamon stick. I'm going to just color the top part that way. And then I am actually going to take my, no, I don't want that. I want this, I think. Boy, what did I do? Now I can't, I think what I did is I took my Rococo Rose, actually, and did this part. Now it's not going to show up. But it doesn't really matter. It's just going to kind of give it a little bit more of a rosy cast. And then we'll use my, since I already screwed it up, we're going to use the light Calypso Coral. I think I used the dark underneath on the candy cane. Nope, that's not it. I'm going to have to do the dark because that won't work at all. Huh, my Wi-Fi is bugging out. I'm sure it's mine. I don't know what is wrong with our Wi-Fi. It has not been, it's not been nice. I'm going to have to call, I guess I'm going to have to call I better not say its name. I don't want to ruin their business, but I'm very ticked off about it because this has been going on now for a while. It's been messing up right here in the house, not anywhere else. Like if I just went down the street, it would be perfectly fine. It's just our house. They don't like our house. Okay, so this is going to be a little cinnamon stick. So we'll trim that off. That's going to go in the cup. And I think we'll just stick it in the cup. And that way I don't have to worry about losing it later. Okay, we're going to just stick that in the cup. And then this one is going to be dark too. So Mary, is it your Wi-Fi or is it my Wi-Fi? Wonder whose Wi-Fi? Whose Wi-Fi? Whose is going? Whose is messing up? Is it mine or yours? I'm sure it's mine. I'm quite sure it's mine. Okay, stick this on there. And we now have 2 cinnamon sticks sticking out of our mug. Okay? All right. Get rid of my sticky. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, Mary, you're not responding, but that's okay. I think, you know, when we had our daughter Mary at home and our sons at home, we were a much more popular we were much more popular then. I could invite anyone over and they would want to come, and I thought it was because of us. How silly of me. I thought they liked us. Well, they probably didn't mind us, but it really wasn't us. It was our kids. They liked to come and be with our kids. They're fun. They're fun and they're very nice and all of that. And so once our kids moved away, nobody wants to come and do anything much with us anymore. And I can't blame them. We're not as much fun. Has anybody else had any of that experience as well? When your kids moved away, suddenly, well, you know, there are our old friends and they will come. They'll happily come, but it's just not the same. I have to give them tons of advance notice, and we have to make these elaborate plans. And it's not just the, oh, today I'm calling and tomorrow let's get together kind of thing. If I do that, the likelihood is no one's going to be able to show up. Maybe it's just our time, everybody's super busy. So now in our cup thing, you also get this wonderful poinsettia. Isn't that cute? Little gold. Well, I did it out of gold. Obviously, you could cut it out of red or anything else. And isn't it cute, Terry? Yeah, it is intricate. It's really pretty. I hope you can see it. Anyway, that's going to make my little cups look great for Christmas. So this is a wonderful little Christmas set. And when you do your coffee, your cocoa, you can have your candy cane sticking out of there. And the set actually does come, doesn't it? With, where is it? Here it is. No, it does not. That's the other thing. This set doesn't have the stamped candy canes. So you are going to, but actually I think I'm going to like that, because you can just stamp or cut one out of red and cut one out of white. When you put it together, it's going to be red and white, and you're not going to have any ink bleeding and doing weird things anyway. So actually that's going to work out really nicely. I don't know why I'm complaining about it. All right, the last thing, I do need a label. I do need that blue stamped label. So what am I looking for? I am looking for the stitched shapes. I need that little circle. So I need this little circle right here for that. Okay. So I'll just grab out my little scrap that I did earlier, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just, oh, I forgot to put that away. Let me do that really quickly. All right, so make sure you share my video, and then I will, next week, I will take the all the people who shared, and I will see who wins that prize. I think for last week's video, I'm not going to be able to do it today. I hear Jeff is home out there, so this is his day off. I kind of hate to interrupt his day off with my stamping thing, so I'm not going to do I won't do the drawing today for last week's video. I'll wait until, oh, here it is. Okay. All right, let's grab my Big Shot out. Sorry that this is so close. I did put a new plate in, so, oh, I need to stamp it. What am I thinking? I do need to stamp it first. So we're doing the, I was going to do sending you a cup of cheer. Do I still want to do that? I think I do. I do like it. It's cute. This one is mostly Christmas. In fact, it's all Christmas. Other than, I suppose you could do Be Merry. But Seasonal Wreaths has, all the other things. You could do it for Christmas, but it's actually more of a Thanksgiving autumn themed stamp set. So we're going to do that. We're still using our Pretty Peacock. Okay, so I just need to stamp my, oh, that's Grateful for You. That's not the one I was going to do, but maybe I will do it since I've stamped it already. No, I don't want to do that. I'd put that on the mug. I'd put it on the mug, but I don't want to do that one. I do want the other one. So we'll get that out if I can find it. Oh my goodness. Where is it? It's not in this one. Oh, it is in my, no, it's not. Where is it? Oh, it's in this one. Here we go. It's Sending You a Cup of Cheer. It's actually in the Cup of Christmas. Too many stamp sets all over the place. I can't see what's what. Okay. All right, we'll get that put away before I have a chance to lose it. I do like our new stamp sets. They have an imprint of a reverse, you know, where on this side, so you can actually organize your stamps neatly for those of you who do it. Oh, yay, I found the plastic that I'd lost earlier. Yay. Now I can get my, I'm going to put this away. I don't think we need that anymore. And we can put that big shot back up here. All right, and position the die so it will stay on there, hopefully. Oops, it moved. When I shoved my plate in, it moved. You're not supposed to shove your plate in like that. It's just that I'm trying to keep it in your view. Okay, there we go. Okay, I don't even know if you saw that, but there it went. And voila. We have got a nice little label all set. And then I do need to put this away. If I don't put it away right away, I'm going to be in big trouble. So I wonder what have you guys found any good diet tips for me this week? Last week, somebody told me to put, well, a couple of people said to put butter in their tea, which sounds very interesting. I never would have thought of such a thing. I have not tried it. I'm still doing the almond milk, and that's working out really nicely for me. So I'm not doing the butter in my tea, but it is a good tip, and I will try it when I'm not so concerned about calories. Right now, that isn't as good a match for me. All right, we'll put our little cup of cheer right there. How cute is that? And then also, there is a little tea bag thing in your templates. Your little dies. Cuts out this bigger one, so you can put a bigger one underneath your little teeny tiny one. And there's a little enjoy and yum. So what should we use? Should we use the enjoy or should we use the yum on our little mug? I haven't decided what I'm doing yet, so now's your opportunity if you have an opinion about it. While I put away my little coffee mugs that we were experimenting with. We are going to do the yum. Okay, little yum. A little tiny block. Maybe we'll do both. We'll do yum and enjoy. I don't think my yum will be too small. And I don't see a good pumpkin. If I had one of my little pumpkins, I could do a little pumpkin. Do we have a little pumpkin in here? That would be perfect. There's an apple cider, but no teeny tiny pumpkin. I know I have a little pumpkin somewhere, but I don't have it handy. So we'll just go ahead and we'll grab out the enjoy. We'll do both. We'll do the enjoy and the yum. Okay, because I think that'll fit. Oh, that enjoy is pretty large. So we won't do enjoy. We'll just do yum. That was easy. And we get this out. All right. Yum. We're going to want it to be on this side. Isn't that cute? I love it. Anything drink related is really big on my enjoyment scale. I can have it because it's a very low calorie thing and it's a social thing. Very nice. In the old days, you know, you could go to the coffee shop and you might have a coffee place that you could go to the coffee shop and get coffee. But where I came from, there really weren't places like that. You pretty much were limited to having to always have a piece of pie or something with it. You didn't just generally the restaurants, we didn't have any that you could just go and sit and have a cup of coffee. So that was unfortunate. People who drank went to the bar and they had a drink, and it was fine for them. But for those of us who did not do that, we didn't really have a place to do that. And I grew up in Spokane, and for a while we did have a little ice cream parlor. That was fun. You could go to the ice cream parlor. I preferred that anyway, but it was more expensive. Okay, so now we're going to take your little, let's double it up here. I cut a pretty long piece. So this is crumb cake twine, and I thought we had some pretty peacock twine. In fact, I was pretty sure we did, but then when I looked for it, I couldn't find it, so I must have used it all up. It was retired, but that would have looked really cute. But this is fine too, so I just doubled it over, and then you know, did the little loopy loop, and then I can tie this on my mug, so it has a little tea bag coming out of this one. I could do it with that one too, but we won't. We'll just do it with this one, and then that's going to be kind of loose and flopping around to whoever picks up this card. Let's see here. The problem is when I actually go to tie this, it's gonna snug up a bit. So let's give me a little bit of room. Okay, this is the last step for this card today, and then we'll be done. But this would be, I really would have liked to have taken the time to do a Christmas one too, but I'm sure I will use this set again, and we'll do a Christmas one maybe then, because it's really cute. This is a good one. Really good one. Goes really well with our Time for Tea set too. Okay, there we go. Isn't that sweet? Did I get it all done? It is, it's done, yay! All right, thank you for watching. I am going to flip the camera up. We'll see how we're doing out here today and see if my camera's, it actually looks fine. I don't know how many bars I have, my internet, I don't know if it's me, but anyway. So thank you for watching. You have a great day, and register for my class if you're interested. Be ready to order from that holiday catalog. This is all stuff that's in the holiday catalog coming up in about 3 days. It's September 4 when you can order from it. So thank you for sharing. Thank you, Jewel. I appreciate your sharing. And then I think I do have time. Jeff sounds like he's pretty quiet. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm going to be back in just a minute. I'm going to shut this off. Oh, actually, I forget. I always have to download and everything. I better not. I will do the share. I will look and see who shared last week's and do that drawing tomorrow. Okay, that would probably work out better for me. So have a great day, and thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.